In 2007, a single tech company controlled nearly 50% of the global smartphone market. It was worth over $67 billion. It was trusted by world leaders and carried by every high-earning corporate professional. To own one wasn't just a convenience, it was a status symbol. If you didn't have a BBM pin, you didn't exist. But just a few years later, that $67 billion empire collapsed to exactly 0% market share. Their devices were discontinued, their web services were permanently shut down, and an entire generation of tech infrastructure vanished into thin air. This wasn't a slow, natural death. This was a brutal execution. How does a tech giant look directly at its executioner and hand them the weapon? Today, we are uncovering the hidden history of the great tech wars and the fatal arrogance that triggered the brutal fall of BlackBerry. To understand the fall, you have to understand the genius of its rise. In 1984, two Canadian engineers founded Research in Motion. They weren't trying to build an entertainment device. They were solving a critical enterprise problem: encrypted mobile communication. In 1999, they launched the BlackBerry 850. It featured an always-on, secure email gateway and a physical keyboard modeled after BlackBerry droplets. When cellular voice networks collapsed during 9/11, BlackBerry's data network stayed online. It became an essential security asset. OMO, back then, if your boss gave you a BlackBerry, it meant you had arrived. You were part of the elite inner circle. Everything changed on January 9th, 2007. Steve Jobs unveiled the original iPhone. It was a massive slab of glass. BlackBerry executives laughed. They concluded it was an unviable toy. No real professional will give up a tactile keyboard for flat glass. This was their ultimate blind spot. When they rushed out the BlackBerry Storm in 2008, it was a catastrophe. It had no Wi-Fi, and the screen clicked like a giant mechanical button. Your greatest past success can easily become the blind spot that ensures your destruction. When you stop innovating, your obsolescence is a mathematical certainty.